What is up, YouTube? Nuclear Gaming here with the first of a series of reviews of MMOs. Today I'm going to be reviewing the game Rappelz. This is made by GPotato and Lab. So the first thing I'm going to do here is give you a first look at the game. So let's get right into it. As you can see here, I'm already at the character selection screen. I've already got past the login menu and everything. So I'm just going to really quick create a new character. There's 3 different races here to choose from. They're kind of warring races. They don't get along too well. That's kind of what the story of this game is about. I'm going to go ahead and just choose Earth Magic from these 3. You can see the whole tree here, the class tree. You start out as a rogue and get more advanced as you go and split off. So I'm just going to go ahead and go next. Here's the character creation screen. I'm going to go ahead and enter my name, Nuclear Gaming. I'll just go ahead and stay female. This looks fine to me. I'm not going to take too long here. It just, you know, it's a pretty good character creation screen. It's just all preset stuff. You can't really go too advanced with it, but that's alright. It's not too bad. I've seen better, but I've seen worse also. So this is alright for me. I'll go ahead and create. So here's my character. I already have another character here, but I'm going to choose my new character and confirm and log in. You start out on this island here, as you can see. I've started, and each race starts at its own side of this island. This is called Trainee Island. It's basically just a tutorial area to give you an idea of what you're doing in this game. I've started in this big grassy land with this huge tree here. So basically what I'm going to do is start here. As you can see, the graphics of this game aren't too terribly bad. They could be better. My graphic setting is not on the highest, for your information. But, you know, the characters look nice. Lots of good detail there. Sky's not bad. Everything's not too bad here. I've seen better, but I've seen worse as well. So I'll just go down here really quick and talk to this guy here. This guide. Each area has its own guide, and it's basically the same quest for each area, just different people. All this person is doing, he's just kind of teaching you the ropes, kind of teaching you what you're doing here. So your first hunt. Hunt 3 roosters. So I just have to learn how to attack things, kind of get used to the game, and then once I complete this, it'll give me a new weapon to do more damage and stuff like that. So I'll go ahead and accept this. I'm not going to focus too much on this. Show you the combat system real quick here. Everything here for movement, it's pretty simple. All the controls are simple. You have hotkeys down here, so you can assign things to hotkeys. It's all click to move. Your left mouse button moves, your right mouse button turns the camera. Very simple. Unfortunately, you cannot use WASD controls here. Some games allow both mouse and WASD. You cannot do that here. Almost everything on the keyboard has a hotkey on it, like Q will do quest items, M for map, all that kind of stuff. So here's a quick, do some combat here. Kill this rooster. Since I don't have any skills yet, since I just started, all I can do is these normal strikes. Just this melee combat. Which is the way it's going to be for every class, no matter what you choose. Kill 3 of these here. I'll just kill this last one, then go talk to this guy again to complete the quest. Not too bad animation. I like the animations. There's the level up for me. You can kind of see what a level up looks like. Go talk to this guy one more time. So I'll complete this quest. I get to choose a reward. I'll just choose an axe. You can choose from any of these depending on what kind of class you want to be. Complete quest. Alright, he's just teaching me more about the skills. About leveling up my skills and stuff, so I can go in here. The skill menu doesn't look the best, but it's not too bad. You know, it gets the job done. They could put more work into it, but I'm not too worried about it. So basically, you have these job points. Right down in the left side here, on my skill side over here. It says JP 14 and J level 1. So I have a job level and job points. And up in the upper left you can see a 3 next to my name. That 3 represents my normal level. So I have a normal level, a job level, and job points. Job points are earned in this game by doing quests, killing monsters, things like that. The more job points you earn, the better. So you're going to take these job points, and when I hover over this, you can see required job points 4. So in order to purchase this skill, I need to use 4 of my job points. So basically, job points are going to be used for nothing more than leveling up my skills, as well as leveling up my job level. So in this game, your job level is all based on your class. You get your job level up in order to earn new skills. Like right here, I hover over this. This says required job level 3, as well as required skill body training. So I have to get this skill as well as have a job level of 3. So in order to level up my job level, I come over here and click this. It'll level up my job level once. It'll take some of my job points. So I use my job points to level up skills and my job level. The job level, once you reach a certain point in your job level, you will be able to advance in your class to a more specific class. Maybe a mage to a sorcerer or something like that. Split off and have 2 different choices of what I want to go into. Now the other level, my level 3 up there, next to my name, it shows 3. That's used for nothing more than just basically going into areas. You won't be allowed to go into some areas until you're a certain level, or won't be able to go back to some areas if you're too high of a level, as well as equipment. It's used just as a prerequisite to equip certain things, your weapons and armor and things like that. So that's all that's for. Basically, so the controls in the interface of this game are very simple. It takes a little bit to figure out the hotkeys and all that, but it's pretty easy. Pretty easy to figure out. It's pretty easy to get established at first in this game. All you have to do is just follow the quest line. The quest will guide you along all of this trainee island. Basically, you'll go from like level 1 to around 15 or 20 on this trainee island until you're done. And it's pretty simple. So you just follow the quest line. There's almost always a quest to do in this game, which is nice. So you don't always have to be, find your own things to do and just be sitting there grinding. However, I have found I do have around a level 20 character on another account on this game, and it does make it somewhat difficult. You can't always rely on quests in order to get all your job points and things like that. You're gonna have to do some grinding. It's some people like that, some people don't like it. I don't mind it too much as long as I don't have to do too much of it. So you can do some quests to get job points and your job level up and things like that, but you're gonna have to do some grinding. Just a warning now, forewarning. So basically, now that I've given you some information about this game, I'm not gonna take too long at this. I'm gonna go ahead and do my scores of this game right now. Before I get into that, there is I want to mention quick, there is a PK server on this game. So there is PKing, which for those of you who don't know is player killing. Basically, so players can randomly come up to you and just kill you on the spot. So if you're into that kind of stuff, just random PvP stuff, just player killing and stuff like that, there is a thing for that. This game is unique in that there is a pet system. It's really what makes it unique from other MMOs is that it's their catch. The pets, you can tame some of the pets in this game. There's some of the enemies out here. You'll fight a lot like tigers, and there's this tortoise over here you can see on the distance there, and those roosters. All these kind of enemies in this game, and you can actually tame these enemies and become your pets and fight alongside you, be your tanks, be your allies. It's pretty nice. It's a cool feature to have. It's what sets this game apart. There is PvP duels and guilds in this game, and guild wars. There's arenas, things like that. This game can be, for those who are interested in it, this game somewhat can be pay to win. But that's usually only in the PvP aspect of from what I've seen so far. You might, in order to compete with some of these guys in PvP, you might have to purchase some stuff in the cash shop. So that's one thing I don't like so much about the game. But some guys don't mind that. Moving on to the community, this game isn't hugely popular. It's not one of GPotato's most popular games, but it's an alright game. There's a decent amount of players. You begin by yourself. There's not very much player interaction from what I've seen on Trainee Island. No one really talks to each other. They just get stuff done. It's all about the tutorial. There is shouting and people talking to each other on the chat, as you can see, so there's some player interaction. This game does have the potential to get bigger. It's always constantly growing. It seems like it's doing pretty well. I looked up some statistics, and it looks like there's around 600,000 people signed up for this game. I don't know how many of them are actually playing, but that's just something I found. So moving right into my scoring system. For graphics in this game, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. As I look around here, you can go ahead and you can see the creatures and my characters and everything like that is pretty detailed. I look at my character here, the facial details, the body, the arms, everything on her is pretty nice. I'm gonna look, come down here and look at this little tiger here, and it's pretty detailed. Everything's pretty nice, Some of the fighting skills, things like that. So I'm gonna come down here, say you know, the fighting, animations and things like that. It's pretty smooth. The graphics look good on that. You know, everything does. You know, it always has some room for improvement. The background isn't the nicest. The trees are all right. Sky's not too bad. The building isn't too bad. So that's mainly the reason that I give it an 8 out of 10. You know, and another thing is I look at the menus and things like that. They aren't the best, honestly. But so that's part of the reason I give it a little bit lower score. I'm not going to give it like a 9 or anything like that. It's pretty clear why I give it an 8. It's not the best, but it's not too bad either. Moving on to audio. I'll be quiet for just a second so you can listen to the audio. Alright, so there's some sound effects for you. Moving, talking, moving and sound, you know, the sound effects. Animation of fighting, skills, you know, things like that. It's all pretty nice. It sounds really nice, and as I get into battles and things, you can actually hear, like when I just entered this new area. You can hear that that new music. When I'm fighting things, you can hear it getting into a battle sequence and things like that. The background music syncs really well with the gameplay. As I travel around this game, as I get into battles, as I go into enter new areas, the music syncs really well with the game. That's something I really like to see. Talking, fighting, skill use, all that stuff syncs really nice. It sounds good. Has a good, you know, everything sounds high quality. The music is really nice. Everything's good about it. So that's why I'm giving this category a 10 out of 10. Moving on to the content. The content of this game is, as I mentioned previously in my introduction to my series, is basically what makes this game unique. Why is this game how is this game different? Why would people want to play this game over other MMOs? Basically, one of the big things for me is, like I said before, I mentioned earlier, the pets. The pet system really does make this game unique. It's pretty big around the pets. And the mounts and things like that. You really rely on your pet for combat. It really helps you out. That's one thing. The races. That's a pretty good unique thing about this game is the 3 races. The Shadow, the Earth Magic, and the Divine Magic. It really does make it unique, and being able to choose, you have to choose from those 3 in the beginning. As well as there's lots of classes. There's lots of classes to choose from. You know, they're kind of typical classes. Mage, archer, warrior, cleric, you know, all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty typical, but as well as they do have a special pet class even too. That's how big that they are on these pets. They have a special class built for these pets, and you can choose that class. It'll give you the abilities and skills to make your pet stronger and be able to tame higher level pets and things like that. It's pretty cool, actually. This game is, other than that, this game is a very typical MMO. The quests are all very typical. You go through, go kill this, go collect that for me, go talk to this person for me. So in that aspect, it's very typical. So I'm giving content an 8 out of 10. Finally, the gameplay. Looking at the gameplay, the first impressions of this game are very nice. You go around, the tutorials are very awesome. That's very helpful. You learn a lot about the game. It's very easy to get established for, you know, a new player here. Just follow the quest line and they'll show you everything you need to do. So in the short term, it's really good short term. This game's a really nice game short term. Long term, not so much. I played this game for quite some time, and grinding, traveling, tedious things, tedious tasks. The quests are all kind of the same, so that kind of stuff can wear on you. It has you know, smooth interface and controls and things. I like that kind of stuff. So about my only complaint is the tedious things. But that's the case with a lot of MMOs. Some games you can find it where it's not you don't have to do all that grinding. You don't have to do a ton of, you know. It's part of the game though, so I'm not going to complain too much about it. So basically, in the long run, I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10 for the total gameplay. Now, looking at the total score, kind of a combination of average of all of those, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. So the total for this game, 8 out of 10. It has decent graphics, very, you know, some good unique content, excellent audio. The audio is one of the best parts about this game. I love the audio in this game. It could use some more player support, you know, bigger population. They are trying to expand, which is good. So everything looks pretty good except for the long-term gameplay. For me, the long-term gameplay kind of got to me. Some people won't mind it. It could be for you. I would recommend this game for you to try it. It's a pretty good game. So I think that's about it. If you, I might do more on this game later on, but for now, that's all for my review. So have a nice day. Hopefully this review helped you out. And if you have any other suggestions for my channel, for this series, or any other kind of videos you want to see me do, go ahead and let me know in the comment section below. See ya.